I just want you to know I've been reporting to everyone I can since March of 2016 about this. But if you thought you were going to make an example out of me, I think you've done a great fucking job. How many people are you making an example out of right now? Let me ask you a question. How many 5G hedges are you either making or setting up right now? Because I've done the fucking math myself. And Friday, June 12, 2020, USA Today, section Nation's Health. UW plans to study COVID toes. Strange ailment baffles scientists and doctors. By Mark Johnson. In April, the toes of I'm not going to say her name, teenager turned red, and when the teen looked up the symptom on the internet, it seemed to match frostbite. April may be chilly in Wisconsin, but the diagnosis made no sense. The whole family had been staying at home in response to the COVID-19 pandemic. After several weeks, the teenager's toes became itchy and painful, and the family consulted their pediatrician. In August of 2016, there was a report that had been put out on a very important benchmark day. It was connected to an ailment that was afflicting children. It was a spinal ailment. I have the article somewhere else. I was looking at this and I was comparing it with a lot of other information that was going on clinical trials that were supposed to be similar to what had been identified. I bring this up because in one of the earlier videos, the one I just posted, I said that while I was on the street, somebody told me that I had a friend that needed help with their medical ailment. It is important to know that when it comes to instances of diabetes, that there are specific ethnic groups of people that are understood to be disproportionately diagnosed with diabetes these days. But the situation with diabetes is one that goes all the way back to that original high school transcript I was talking about, where when I was in high school, completely unexpectedly, somebody that otherwise was deemed to have been in very good health and potentially the kind of person that could have grown up to be a fine officer in the United States military was diagnosed with juvenile diabetes and had to cut short his performance in sports and undoubtedly had his future prospects challenged and altered because of the diagnosis with diabetes. The sort of symptoms they're talking about with these COVID toes and the way they look. You don't think that maybe if somebody was bioengineering a virus, and then in the course of trying to bioengineer it, there was a flaw in the programming that referenced some other symptomatology. And because nobody ever acknowledged that it had been hacked to begin with, that there was left in there a possibility for the appearance and manifestation of a symptomatology that was more closely associated with another disease. I think that's exactly what this is about. I'm not qualified to make these kind of biological judgments, except that I personally had my body and my organs harvested in efforts to fight pre-programmed attempts to orchestrate the manifestation of physical sicknesses so that I could go at benchmark dates down to the doctor and get some kind of treatment.